Welcome to the 10 short films about Dot Warner. Since you all like the Michael Warner version, here is everyone's favorite Warner sister. Enjoy!
Thanks to all for coming to the tea party. Oh, we appreciate it. More to anyone.
I do. You, what is this tea flavor?
Oh, lemon flavored.
I lemon. It's just out.
But you spat it out into Grandfather Dinner. He's burning. We need to call an ambulance. Look what you've done. Pinky, you need to be punished. Go stand in the corner.
Oh, man.
Doc, I'm going to the arcade with Wacko. Can I trust you to be home alone?
Of course you can trust me. I'm very responsible.
You're the youngest in the family.
You so we can trust her.
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine. Also, make sure you take the chicken out of the freezer before we come back.
Okay. Hi. I gotta be home in about 10 minutes. Did you take the chicken freezer? Oh, I forgot. I'll just take this anyway. I still got time. Okay, I gotta do this before Yakko Waka come. Oh, hey guys.
I knew you wouldn't do it. This was all a test. To see if you would actually do the thing I wanted you to do.
And you didn't.
Wait, was this all a scheme from you guys?
Yee. I'm never leaving you home alone again.
Here we have Dot in her natural habitat.
Oh, did I hear something?
Dot walks around the Warner Bros. Lot for her to loosen up the joints.
Okay, now somebody's talking here. Hey man, if you just wanted me to be in a video, you could have just told me.
Okay, just act like you're in National Geographic. Dot does a cute little dance to attract predators.
Hey, Doc, what are you doing?
Dot Warner is very dangerous, so approach her with caution.
I don't know. Do whatever you want us to do, Des. So I'll start. Knock, knock. Cutie. Cutie Patootie, give me your booty. Who's there? Oh. Man, can we both agree that my knock-knock look was better?
Hey! Dot, have I ever shown what my real world looks like?
No, I don't think so.
Then come on, I'll show you.
And how are you planning to do that?
We'll just do through a portal to my world. guys. That's right. And also, I brought a special friend.
I'm Doc. Of course I can. I just want to say that it is nice to meet you.
Doc, these two are my friends, Duck and Bread.
Interesting. So this guy must be Tuck. You must be quite the bread. And this must be Bread. I don't have a lot to say about you.
Oh, nay, that sounds like trouble. I must go and see what's up.
Me too. Well, guess what? I do. Let's go and investigate.
All right. Not so fast, thieves. Thieves are easy to deal with, unlike supervillains.
That's true.
Anyways, this is a good town to live in, crime-free.
That is most interesting. I like this place. Can I ask you a question, Lenny?
Sure. What is it?
Would you prefer living in your world or in other dimensions?
I prefer living in my world because I have friends there.
Well, you can always bring them to my world if you plan to stay in Burbank anytime soon.
That's a good idea because I like hanging out with you guys. Even you, Brad and Tuck.
So is that it?
It's a maybe.
Behold, REVUE is a major film company.
Open the gates.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
Will you not? Wow! We've always got money.
Good, everybody.
By the way, Illumination Entertainment, if you're watching, if you by any chance want to recast any Taylor Joy as Peach, Chris Pratt as Mario, and Charlie Day as Luigi, and Wild and Echo, right? Does anyone remember the 90s? Nickelodeon were on top of their game and Disney Animation had their renaissance era. Why don't we relive the glory days and see how it really was like back in the day?
Hey, Doc, I heard about the thing you were talking about. So here's a gizmo that can make you travel back in time. What do you want to go first?
Let's start at the beginning one last time, with 93. What then? I'm the real MC Dot over here, and I need you to come with me. Who the heck are you? Listen, I'm from the future. How do you point at me? You were pointing first. It's rude to point. You're being very rude. You're not even.
Which one pointed first?
Not. Have you seen?
You're pointing at me right now as you say that.
You're
Look
pointing.
at you.
I'm
Look
just
at your
pointing at
finger.
your pointing,
Look at your
which
finger
is
right
different
now.
than
What is it
normal
doing?
pointing.
You are pointing.
You
at
haven't
me.
seen
You're
pointing
accusing
until I
me
get
of
through with you,
pointing
and then
while
you'll
you're
know.
Dot's Poetry Corner.
The shoe. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe, and boy, did it stink in there. Thank you. Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, and what a big tuffet she had. If you're feeling insecure, just stand next to her, and then you won't feel quite so bad. Thank you. Ode to Jack. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over the candlestick and burnt his butt. Thank you. This little piggy. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy got her own primetime sitcom. And it really kills me because I'm so much more talented than she is. Thank you. 30 days. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for my Uncle Spit, who was given 30 to life. Thank you. Old King Cole. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl. And he called information for numbers he could have easily looked up in the phone book. Thank you. Roses are red. Roses are red, violets are blue. That's what they say, but it just isn't true. Roses are red, and apples are too. But violets are violet. Violets aren't blue. An orange is orange, but Greenland's not green. A pink is not pink. So what does it mean? To call something blue when it's not, we defile it. But what the heck? It's hard to rhyme violet. The teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, and here is a note from my shrink. He says I'm getting better. Last week I thought I was a toaster oven. Thank you. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, so he changed his name to Ed Asner. Thank you. Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Humpty Dumpty retained a lawyer and settled out of court for a lot of money and ownership of the wall. Thank you. Ode to a veggie. Beans, beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more they kick you off the air if you finish this poem. Thank you. Requiem for a lamb. Mary had a little lamb with mint jelly. Thank you. The poem that I wrote. This is the poem that I wrote. These are the words that are in the poem that I wrote. This is the mouth that's saying the words that are in the poem that I wrote. This is the person who has the mouth that's saying the words that are in the poem that I wrote. This is the audience that would do anything to shut up the person who has the mouth that's saying the words that are in the poem that I wrote. This is the TV show that tortures an audience until they would do anything to shut up the person who has the mouth that is... Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat could eat no fat. So he became macrobiotic and a giant pain in the neck. Thank you.
This has been another visit to Dot's Poetry Corner.
Oh, hello. Welcome to our movie review, where we review the best and the worst movies.
First off, let's start with the critically acclaimed movies.
Starting with Chicken Run.
It is a 2000 stop-motion claymation film developed by DreamWorks Animation and Aardman Animations, with financing by PATH.
The film centers on a chicken named Ginger, who is the leader of the other chickens from a farm, finds a flying rooster named Rocky. Ginger has a new idea that she and the other chickens have to fly for freedom. They're doing this to avoid the Tweeties from turning them into chicken plays.
While the plot is simple, the movie is filled with the best animation made. Directors Nick Park and Peter Lord were able to make this movie a grand success. Even the cast of Julia Soul and Myrna Richardson.
Even Mel Gibson was in it.
We'll give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. The next critically acclaimed movie we'll be reviewing is Back to the Future, directed by Robert Zemeckis.
The plot centers on a high-school teenager named Martin Flea, who was sent back in time accidentally to 1955, 30 years before 1985. Marty No has to find a way to get back in time before he fades from existence.
For a movie in the 1980s, its visual effects are literally groundbreaking.
Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd's performances have also become a landmark in the film.
We We're giving this masterpiece an easy 10 out of 10.
The last critically acclaimed movie we are reviewing for today is our movie, Wacko's Wish. The movie focuses on us, racing our way to the wishing star with other characters from our show. Our poor sister got sick and we find out that wishing is the only way to make things come true.
The movie has amazing vivid written animation and is definitely faithful to the television series.
Since you guys saved me from being sick and my acting lessons were a thing, I am giving this movie a 10 out of 10.
I'm doing the same.
Me too.
Now that you've got a taste of the critically acclaimed movies, here are the critically panned movies.
First off, the Emoji Movie.
Released in 2017, our main story features Gene, a emoji, trying to go through his everyday life and try to not break character. Well, this plot is so bland already.
When Gene goes to the place where they send emojis on this random kid's phone.
After this blank slate he messes up by doing the wrong face, he has to go on a journey to reprogram himself and meet wacky characters along the way.
He meets such wacky characters such as James Corden playing and Jailbreak played by Anna Faris.
This is the most basic thing I've ever seen.
Yee. This movie has a lot of sponsors such as Candy Crush and Just Dance, and it's really annoying.
It features basic characters and it deserves being a failure.
And that's our review.
We're gonna rate this movie a 3.5 out of 10, not the worst movie but very basic and forgettable.
The next film is The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle from the 2000s. This is based on a television series created by a man named Jay Wood.
The movie follows an FBI agent named Kern Sympathy who summons Rocky the Squirrel and Bullwinkle the Moose themselves to save the United States from three villains we don't know.
Their fearless leader, Boris Badenov, and Natasha Fadel, they were planning to brainwash the entire United States to take over the world.
Okay, firstly, it looks like a Pinky in the Brain plot. Secondly, doesn't this plot almost reference to another movie that is fan-made?
The guy may look terrible, but it looks okay for some since its written animation is faithful to the original television series, including the fine performances of the three villains and the good performances of the animated Moose and Squirrel, Keith Scott, and June Foy.
That is pretty much it.
We'll give this movie a 4.5 out of 10. It's faithful, but it's not that great.
All right, the last film is Norma the North.
Oh God, this movie was bad.
It was pretty boring.
The movie has the iconic cast such as Rob Schneider, Heather Graham, and Joan, Bill Nighy, and Gabriel Iglesias.
None of these actors are very good at voice acting.
This movie is about a polar bear who can talk to humans. Very original plot. Definitely haven't heard that 1,000,000 times before.
This movie had bad animation, bad story, bad everything. Like this shouldn't have even been made.
Basically, after Norm finds out about a human Roman living in the earth, he goes with her to the city and stuff happens there.
This investor, voiced by Kim Jong, wants to sell the house and well, this is so capitalist.
It's just not a good movie. Worse than the Emoji Movie and The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
We'll give it a 2.5 out of 10. Just bad.
That's it. That is our movie review.
Please respect our opinions. Thank you. Well, that's all with the 10 short films about Dot Warner. For your information, this is segment 10. Thank you and have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Little Bunny, what are you reading here? You don't need to at this point. It's not family friendly. Anyways, go fig. That's all, folks.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame he's ignored, action is his reward. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Here comes the Spider-Man.